Hasn't anyone told you that heroes die quickly?
Wing Chun, Zhang Tianji.
Hasn't anyone told you that heroes die quickly?
Wing Chun, Zhang Tianji.
The story opens with a martial artist named Chung Tin Chi, who has just been defeated in a duel by the legendary kung fu master, Ip Man. Following his loss, Tin Chi retires from martial arts and relocates to a new city with his son, aiming to lead an ordinary life. However, only a few months after settling in, he finds himself in severe financial distress, ultimately forcing him to work as a hitman for an elderly man named Yuen Woo-ping. One day, Tin Chi decides to leave this dangerous job after realizing that he has finally saved enough money to start his own business. Yuen Woo-ping regrets Tin Chi's resignation, as he had been one of his most effective assassins, respected for his personal code that forbade harming women and children. After giving Tin Chi his final payment, Yuen Woo-ping tries to detain him and challenges him to a duel. He tells Tin Chi that if he survives the bullet he is about to fire, he will be free to go. In a swift motion, Tin Chi disarms Yuen Woo-ping, seizing the gun before a shot can be fired. Shortly after, Tin Chi encounters another assassin named Sudi, renowned for his exceptional combat skills. However, their battle is cut short when Yuen Woo-ping intervenes, praising Tin Chi's decision to leave the assassin's life behind. With his past behind him, Tin Chi opens a modest shop in his home and begins a quieter life with his son, Ao Feng. The scene shifts to a nightclub where a young woman named Nana is using drugs. Once a prostitute, she became addicted after being introduced to narcotics by a man named So Sai Kit. Now deep in debt, Nana finds herself trapped and manipulated by Sai Kit, a notorious and successful drug dealer who deliberately indebts his clients to exploit them. Sai Kit runs his operation with his older sister, Song and Quan. That night, Sai Kit pressures Nana to pay her debt. When she can't, he threatens to sell her to a mobster. In desperation, Nana calls her younger sister, Julia, for help. Meanwhile, Tin Chi is browsing a toy store, searching for a birthday present for Ao Feng. Julia arrives at Sai Kit's place and offers some money in hopes of settling Nana's debt, pleading with him to stop supplying drugs to her sister. But as Julia and Nana attempt to leave, Sai Kit demands more money as interest. Julia refuses and is forced to defend herself when Sai Kit's men attack. The fight ends with local police arresting everyone involved. Sai Kit is quickly released after bribing a corrupt commander named Thomas, while Julia, Nana, and Tin Chi are freed after a few hours of questioning. However, Sai Kit soon takes revenge. That night, he and his men firebomb Tin Chi's home. Tin Chi rescues Ao Feng from the burning house and flees the attackers. Finding Julia, he entrusts Ao Feng to her care before confronting and defeating Sai Kit's henchmen. Tin Chi then rushes his son to the hospital. Tin Chi reports the arson to the police, but Thomas's men claim no evidence was found, ruling it an accident. In truth, Thomas has been bribed by Sai Kit to cover up the attack. With their home destroyed, Tin Chi and Ao Feng move into the bar where Julia works, owned by Fu, Nana's fiancé. Fu allows them to stay in exchange for Tin Chi's help at the bar, unpaid. Realizing the law can't hold Sai Kit accountable, Tin Chi takes matters into his own hands and burns down Sai Kit's drug base after defeating his guards. Upon learning of the destruction, Sai Kit becomes enraged and plans retaliation, but Quan forbids it, warning that continued violence could jeopardize their future business ventures. Still, Sai Kit vows to strike back. Later, Fu and Tin Chi share drinks on the rooftop. Fu reveals he knows about Tin Chi's past and challenges him to a friendly duel. Meanwhile, Nana, still battling addiction, searches for drugs in an alley and falls into a trap set by Sai Kit. He forcefully overdoses her with a fatal dose. Julia arrives too late, Nana dies from the overdose. Enraged, Fu convinces Tin Chi to avenge Nana. When Tin Chi tries to kill Sai Kit, Quan intervenes. Instead, she cuts off Sai Kit's hand to atone for Nana's death and forces him to reveal his drug stash. Fu contacts the media, ensuring Sai Kit is exposed. Feeling threatened, Owen bribes the police to plant fake evidence in Fu's bar. Fu is arrested, but instead of going to the station, he is taken to a secret location where Owen brutally murders him. Before dying, Fu secretly takes Owen's Batman bracelet, hoping Tin Chi will discover the truth. The police report Fu's death as an accident, but Tin Chi finds the bracelet and realizes Owen is responsible. That night, Tin Chi bids farewell to Ao Feng and goes to confront Owen.
So what now? Hasn't anyone told you that heroes die quickly?
When police arrive to protect Owen, citizens rally behind Tin Chi and demand Owen's arrest. Initially, Commander Thomas denies the allegations, but when drugs are found, his lies collapse. The deputy commander orders Thomas's arrest. As Owen attempts to flee, Suddy appears, hired by Quan, and kills him. The story ends with Tin Chi keeping his promise to return safely to Ao Feng and Julia.